Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Saturday, December 31st, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. Also, check out our perks and join the High Stakes membership. Joining the High Stakes membership is easy, is cheap, but it will help a lot in the growth process of this channel. Plus check out our Patreon in the link down below if you want access for our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting predictions that ends up costing you a lot of time and money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our betting picks, we have 3 games to get into, so make sure to watch this video till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. One more thing before we start, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link in the description and comments section below. Detroit Pistons vs Minnesota Timberwolves. The Pistons took the court against the Magic and walked away with a win by a score of 121-101 in their last contest. Concerning personal fouls, the Pistons ended up walking away with 25, while the Magic had 26 personal fouls. They also converted 5 of their 22 shots from three-point land. Orlando finished the game at 76.5% at the charity stripe by knocking down 26 of 34 shots. Additionally, Orlando grabbed 47 rebounds, 15 offensive, 32 defensive, and got 4 blocked shots. Orlando distributed 24 assists and had 5 steals in this game. With respect to the defense, Detroit allowed their opponent to shoot 41.2% from the floor on 35 of 85 shooting. They also recorded 25 assists in this contest, while forcing the opposition into 13 turnovers and earning 7 steals. Concerning grabbing rebounds, they earned a total of 49, with 11 of them being on the offensive end. When they shot from the charity stripe, the Pistons buried 31 of their 40 tries for a rate of 77.5%. Detroit ended having earned a 45.0% field goal percentage, 36 out of 80, and converted 18 out of their 42 shots from downtown. Alec Burks is one guy who had an impact for the game. He accumulated 32 points on 10 out of 11 shooting. He played for 31 minutes played and pulled down 2 rebounds. Burks finished the contest at 90.9% from the floor and dished out 4 assists. Both teams will be missing key pieces, but as long as Gobert, 13.8 PPG and 12.0 RPG, plays, the T-Wolves should coast to a home victory. The Pistons, who are 0-5 Austrian shillings in the last 5 meetings between these teams, don't have the depth to play with good teams without several contributors. The T-Wolves are 7th in effective field goal percentage and top 5 within 5 feet and from the mid-range. Detroit's defense is giving up one of the highest effective field goal percentages in the league, including the 5th highest at the rim, 65.9%. Minnesota should dominate in the paint against Detroit's bigs, plain and simple. The Pistons are 1-4 at TS in their last 5 games overall, fading further from relevancy without Cunningham. Minnesota has underachieved this season, but after a tough stretch of losses against playoff contenders, it will take its frustrations out on a depleted Detroit team. Our team pick is Minnesota -8 points. In their last game, the Timberwolves went home defeated by a final of 119-118 against the Pelicans. The Timberwolves were able to snag 30 defensive boards and 5 offensive rebounds, totaling 35 in this contest. They turned it over 11 times, while getting 6 steals for the game. The Pelicans committed 24 fouls in the game, which got the Timberwolves to the free throw line for a total of 32 attempts. They were able to make 24 of those for a rate of 75.0%. Our total pick is under. Philadelphia 76ers vs Oklahoma City Thunder. The 76ers stepped onto the hardwood against the Wizards and took a loss by a final of 116-111 in their last game. Philadelphia ended having earned a 46.4% FG percentage, 39 of 84, and made 6 of their 31 three-point shots. When they shot from the charity stripe, the 76ers knocked down 27 of 31 tries for a rate of 87.1%. Regarding pulling down rebounds, they compiled 39 with 10 of them being on the offensive end. They also doled out 21 dimes in this matchup while forcing the other team into 15 turnovers and earning 8 steals. With regard to the defense, Philadelphia allowed their opponent to shoot 45.9% from the field on 39 out of 85 shooting. Washington recorded 18 dimes and had 7 steals in the game. In addition, Washington pulled down 39 rebounds, 14 offensive, 25 defensive, and added 10 blocked shots. Washington went 87.1% from the free throw line by knocking down 27 of 31 attempts. They made 11 out of their 33 tries from distance. When talking about fouls, the 76ers walked away with 24 and the Wizards accumulated 23 fouls. Joel Embiid is one guy who was a major factor for this contest. Embiid ended up going 53.1% from the floor and also totaled 1 assist. He played 36 minutes and totaled 10 rebounds. He scored 48 points on 17 of 32 shooting. The last time they took the court, the Thunder took a loss by a score of 121-113 against the Hornets. When talking about rebounding, Oklahoma City allowed Charlotte to grab 52 overall, 12 offensive. They finished shooting 31.3% from downtown by going 10 of 32 and ended up shooting 19 of 29 from the free throw line, 65.5%. The Thunder allowed the Hornets to bury 46 out of 84 attempts from the field, which had them sitting at 54.8% in the matchup. When this game wrapped up, the Thunder walked away from this one shooting 42 out of 99 from the field, which had them shooting 42.4%. In relation to shots from downtown, Oklahoma City knocked down 11 of their 36 tries, 30.6%. They were able to make 18 of them for a clip of 85.7%. The Hornets committed 17 personal fouls for this contest, which took the Thunder to the charity stripe for 21 tries. They also gave up possession 12 times, while getting 9 steals for this contest. The Thunder were able to pull down 30 defensive rebounds and 11 offensive boards for a total of 41 for the matchup. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander ended up having an impact for the Thunder for the matchup. He converted 11 of 23 in this matchup, giving him a rate of 47.8% and had 3 rebounds. Gilgeous-Alexander earned 28 points in his 36 minutes on the court and tallied 5 dimes for the contest. The Thunder are 10-8 straight up and 11-7 at TS at home, while Philadelphia is 6-8 at TS and straight up on the road. The Embiid Gilgeous-Alexander matchup should be fun to watch, but the 76ers could fall into a trap in trying to get Maxey up and running quickly, which could lead to some bad decisions on the offensive end. Oklahoma City's ability to rebound better than Philadelphia will allow them to control the tempo of this game and play things more offensively. The Thunder are 4-1 at TS in their last 5 home games and have won ATS the last 5 times they were the underdog on their home court. Here's to another. Our first pick is to take the Thunder plus 5 points. We have 2 opposite-ended teams here, with Philly relying more on defense and OKC on offense. Dunksandthrees.com backs this up with their pace ratings where the Thunder rank 2nd in the league and the 76ers rank 27th. In the 76ers 4 games the over hit while the over has hit in 12 of the Thunder's last 16 home games. Between them they have 37 overs on the year and 2 of the last 3 meetings between the 2 in Oklahoma City have gone over. I like the Thunder offense to hold a bit more sway in how this game gets played out. Our total pick is over 231.5 points. New Orleans Pelicans vs Memphis Grizzlies. The Pelicans stepped onto the hardwood against the Timberwolves and took home the win by a score of 119-118 in their last game. New Orleans finished the game with a 48.1% field goal percentage, 39 of 81, and made 11 of 23 shots from distance. When they shot from the free throw line, the Pelicans converted 30 of their 43 attempts for a rate of 69.8%. Regarding getting rebounds, they earned a total of 43, with 9 of them being of the offensive sort. They also dished out 22 assists for the matchup, as well as creating 11 turnovers and earning 6 steals. When talking about defense, New Orleans allowed 50.6% from the field on 42 of 83 shooting. Minnesota earned 18 assists and had 6 steals in this game. On top of that, Minnesota collected 35 rebounds, 5 offensive, 30 defensive, and added 4 blocks. Minnesota walked away from this one shooting 75.0% from the charity stripe by making 24 of 32 shots. They also buried 10 out of their 29 shots from three-point land. When it comes to personal fouls, the Pelicans ended up with 24 and the Timberwolves had 28 personal fouls. Zion Williamson is one player who had an impact in this contest. He left the arena with 43 points on 14 of 21 shooting. He played 34 minutes played and pulled down 3 boards. Williamson ended up going 66.7% from the floor and dished out 5 dimes. New Orleans is playing well and has taken over first place in the Southwest Division, but Memphis is close behind, trailing by just 1 game and will have the advantage while being well rested and playing at home. New Orleans will be playing the second half of a back-to-back after playing at home on Friday night against the Philadelphia 76ers, which will be a physical game and take some energy from New Orleans. New Orleans continues to play without second leading scorer Brandon Ingram, while Memphis second leading scorer Desmond Bane has returned to action. Memphis is holding opponents to a field goal shooting percentage of 44.7%, which is first in the NBA, and allowing an average of 111.5 points per game, which is 9th best. Memphis is first in the NBA in rebounding with an average of 48.7 rebounds per game and is out-rebounding its opponents by an average of 5.3 boards per contest. Our first pick is Memphis Grizzlies minus 5.5 points. The total has finished over in 6 of New Orleans' last 7 and in 11 of the last 16 games that New Orleans has played against a team with a winning percentage of above .600. New Orleans is third in the NBA in scoring with an average of 117.8 points per game and has the 5th best field goal shooting percentage in the league at 48.3%. Our second pick is over the total.